with all of its storage space.
Yeah.
200 whole megabytes on there.
Yeah.
It's fancy as fuck.
Hey, it's Sue.
And Megan in the restricted section.
And today we're doing the Year-End Book Superlative Tag.
Yes.
Even though this is going to come up on after the new year.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! This tag was created by Olive from abookolive,
yes.
and we were tagged by Acacia Ives.
Right.
So we'll put both their videos
down below. And we are drinking this Bell's Porter. Bell's hails from my home and native land of Michigan.
Yes. And it's a robust porter, it says.
I like robust.
That's pretty good.
That's
I like
a good
that.
Porter. Thanks, Bells.
Yeah, it's just it's just good. I don't
just
have
gonna take another drink.
I don't have anything specific to say about it, really.
I don't either. It's just like a
tasty.
good standard porter.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna the idea of this tag is, you know,
Yeah.
most likely to blank.
Right. Did you have that in
2016
high school?
No, we didn't do that because I think they didn't want to hurt people's feelings.
I don't remember if they did it when I was in school or not. I think I just blocked out most of high school.
I'm sure I wouldn't have been most likely to be anything.
I don't think I would have either.
We did it amongst me and my friends, like my little friend circle. We voted on ourselves, and I was very surprised. This was in 8th grade too.
Okay.
I was very surprised that I was voted funniest.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
I was really surprised because I never ever thought I was funny ever up until that moment, because I'm like if you met my 2 older sisters, you would maybe understand, because they're like very loud and outgoing, and me and my sister that's closest in age to me are both like quiet and reserved.
Yeah, but you're quiet funny.
Yeah.
Sneaky funny.
Yeah. We're both kind of like that, but I never thought, my family never thought it was funny, I don't think, so I didn't think I was funny. But anyway.
Sue's funny. Alright, so the first question is most likely to be in the movies. The book that would make the best movie.
So this is a book that I just finished, like it's the last book I read, and I actually didn't like it that much. But I thought that it would make a really fun rom-com.
Oh, okay.
And that's Landline by Rainbow Rowell. And I love me a rom-com.
Yeah?
Like, I love them. And I'm also more lenient with movies.
Okay,
with,
that's fair.
You know, whether they're stupid or not. And like this one, if they could make the character of Seth better in the movie, that'd be great, because he sucked. He was just a shitty character. But the idea of this book is that this woman who's like very career oriented, she is supposed to be going on vacation with her husband and her kids, but then she gets this big opportunity at work, and so, and it's Christmas vacation, which I didn't even know that when I picked up the book.
Oh, that's perfect.
And I was like, oh, hey, I should have read it the week before Christmas instead of the week after, though, because it's set the week before Christmas. But anyway, so she stays behind to work, and then her husband is like angry, and their marriage is kind of falling apart. And then she discovers, when she's trying to call him from like her old phone at her mom's house, a landline that she had when they like first started dating, she discovers she's talking to him in the past.
Oh, okay. That's kind of neat.
During a fight that they had in the past.
Oh.
A similar fight. And so, yeah, it could be like a cute, fun movie, I think.
Yeah, kind of like The Lake House.
Yeah, I feel like the movie could be funnier because she's a comedy writer, and this book was not funny.
Oh.
So that was another thing that sucked about it. I'm like, you're not funny. Like,
this is not funny.
You're a comedy writer, the character is, and she wasn't funny at all. And also the husband seemed like a jerk to me. He didn't support her career, and he knew that it was important to her before he married her, and he wasn't supportive of her. Like,
so it's not like she pulled a fast one on him and was like, suddenly I want to have a career.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I think that if the movie improved on some things, that it could be a fun rom-com.
Okay. went a different direction. I said The Prince of Mist by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. That was a creepy, like, YA novel, but it was written, like, really maturely, and I didn't really realize until a little bit of the way through it that it was a YA book. But it's about this family who moves into this house in this, like, coastal town, and a tragedy happened there, and then some, like, really creepy shit starts happening. And I would like to see some of the scenes described in the book. I would like to see what, like, movie magic could do with. Because there's a scene in the ocean involving the baddie in the book or whatever that I think would be really cool with, like, you know, all CGI and shit. And I think it'd be a creepy movie, so I think it'd be fun.
All right, the next one is Biggest Drama Queen or King. This is the most overly dramatic book or character.
Can you guess what I'm going to say?
Oh. I was like, no.
No. Oh. Yeah, I said Bad Marie by Marcy Dermansky. Jesus fuck, that was just like a giant soap opera book. I've talked about it enough. You guys probably know what it's about if you've watched any of our other videos, but Christ on a cracker, that movie is bad, or book is bad.
Christ on a cracker.
I can't handle it.
I chose P1 from The Adolescence of P1 by Thomas J. Ryan, which I already got to bring with me. But, yeah, he's they kind of say in the book that the guy who created it is like, I think of it as a he. So
Okay, well, of course you do. It's an old sci-fi novel.
Right. But the virus it's a computer virus that becomes sentient, and it is an adolescent. Like, it's kind of a petulant child. And it goes overboard trying to get this computer, wants to get into this military computer, because it has a lot of storage space, which in 1977 or whenever it was published was like not very much storage. I think it was less.
Really?
I think so.
Oh man.
I think it was like 200 and some megabytes.
Holy shit.
That's less than a gigabyte, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's what it said. I was like, shit, that's not right. Then my phone has much more storage space than that.
That's crazy.
But anyway, yeah, P1 just kind of throws a hissy fit and kills some people.
You know, like you do. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's funny.
He was quite the drama virus.
Drama virus. Next one is Best Dressed, the book with the best cover.
I chose A Planet for Rent.
Ooh.
By Yas. Because, I don't know, it's just like kind of simplistic, but eye-catching.
Bam.
Like, the bam.
Bam.
Yeah. I like it.
I like it too. I said Acceptance by Jeff Vandermeer. Just look at that, it's pretty. And then
It's pretty. All of those books in that trilogy are really pretty.
the inside cover is really pretty too.
Nice.
Yeah. I think they're very pretty.
Alright, next is Most Creative, the book with the most unique plot, characters, or structure.
I said The Library at Mount Char by Scott Hawkins, because this book was fucking weird in like 27 different ways. So I've talked about this one a lot too, so I'm sure you guys know what it's about. But yeah, and I didn't know really what genre to classify it as because it was so weird and there were so many different elements going on. But it was unique and I think it all worked really well. So I enjoyed it quite a lot.
I chose The Seer by Ali Smith.
Good pick.
This is a play, and it was very odd. It went in a direction that I wasn't expecting it to go at all.
Samesies.
And it's, yeah, very meta.
It's the most meta of the metas.
It's the most meta of meta. And I enjoyed it. I liked it.
It was fun. I liked it too.
It's a really short, little quick read, but it's cool.
It's cool. It's cool. All right. So most popular, the book with the most ratings on Goodreads.
For me, that was The Catcher in the Rye. This has, I believe, over 1 million ratings. on
Damn,
Goodreads.
son.
Yep.
That's
And
a
I
lot of
liked it.
ratings.
Some people hate that book, but I liked it.
I don't know that I've read that, to be honest.
It's another pretty quick read.
I might have to borrow that one from you. I said The Hobbit. I think this one had like 2 million.
Oh, well,
Ratings
then
or
maybe
something.
I lied.
I don't know.
Because that, I also read that this year. Goodreads told me it was this one when I did my year-end books.
Oh, does it tell you that? I was trying to find a way to like do that, but maybe it's just this edition, the annotated edition.
Well, according to Goodreads, mine was Catcher in the Rye. I just have the like mass market paperback edition of The Hobbit.
Yeah, so maybe, I don't know how that works, but maybe it was just the edition I have.
Alright, next is Most Likely to Succeed, the book that is going to be appreciated for many years to come.
I said, at least for us, The Shock of the Fall by Nathan Filer. This one I think both, like, resonated with both of us and struck a chord, so I think that...
Yeah, for us, at least, it will...
Yeah, it'll last for...
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone love it as much as we did. Although everyone in book club seemed to really like it. So.
Yeah, it went over really well, so I don't know.
Anyway, oh, okay, that's what mine was. I chose Homegoing by Jesse. This is just, I don't know, it was like prolific. And I think that it showed a side of slavery that I think often isn't shown. It follows two sisters and then their lineages.
Okay.
And one of them gets sold into slavery and ends up in America, and the other one remains in Africa.
Okay.
And so I think that we, at least here in America, we often read about slavery in America, but you don't ever really hear about what it was like in Africa.
Yeah.
I think. And so this, I don't know, I thought it was really unique to be giving both perspectives at the same time, and I don't know. I just thought it was really, really good, and most people I know who have read it have also thought that it was great, so.
That sounds really awesome.
Yeah, and it's her debut novel, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, that always astounds me
Yeah.
when people can crank something like that out, like their first novel. Alright, so Class Clown, the book that made you laugh.
I said Shrill by Lindy West, which is a collection of essays, and yeah, I laughed out loud several times while I was reading that book.
Nice.
It was very #relatable.
#relatable.
For
Hashtag
me.
real life.
For me, as a plus-size woman,
#funny
and
book.
just as a woman in general, too.
Yeah, it seemed like a really good book.
Yeah.
I said Wishful Drinking by Carrie Fisher. I recently read that. That's like a memoir of hers, and she is just really witty and quippy and funny. So it was amusing to read, and she handles some pretty heavy shit in a really like with a lot of dark humor, and I like that.
All right, next is Most Improved, the book that started off slow but really picked up.
I said Watership Down by Richard Adams.
Truth.
Man, it took me a long time to get into that.
That was just a slow read overall, I think. I guess
Yeah.
at the end it did get more exciting, but I don't know. It's just a very odd book, and Richard Adams just passed away, actually.
He did, yeah.
But it was so odd in that I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
But it was so slow. Like, it wasn't really compelling.
Not
But
at
I
all.
still really liked it when I was done with it.
Me too. I think I gave it like 4 out of 5 stars because it was really good. It was just such a slow burn that it took me a couple months to read it. Because I would read other
same.
things.
It took me like at least 2 months to finish it, I think.
Yeah, it was a long process.
And I chose A Brief History of 7 Killings by Marlon James. This was slow starting out because it's not really because there's not any action, it's because the Jamaican dialect was difficult for me, so that made my reading slow.
Right.
And then there's also a lot of characters to follow, so it gets a little, like, you have to really say, like, okay, now, who was this? And there's even, like, a cast of characters provided in the beginning that you can flip back to if you want.
That's handy.
Yeah, so it was slow at first to sort of remember who each person was and to also decipher the Jamaican dialect, which, you know, I got used to that as I read it and it got easier, so, but great book, loved it.
All All right, next up is cutest couple, the cutest couple in a book.
I chose Griff and Dante from the book Hothead by Damon Suede. I thought Griff, this is a romance book, and Griff has like an unrequited love for his best friend, and I thought that was really cute. And Griff's like this big burly fireman. They're both
cute.
firemen. So I don't know, I just thought it was cute, and then, you know, two hot firemen getting it on. What's not to love about that?
I have a different view of firemen.
Yeah, her dad's a fireman.
My dad's a retired firefighter,
awkward.
so that's kind of weird for me. It's fine. That's fine. I took this a different route, and I said Dennis Nedry and the Dilophosaurus in Jurassic Park.
Oh man, it's a tragic romance right there.
It's a tragic romance. I think questions like this are silly, so I mean, I half-assed that one, but yeah, I mean, it was real passionate there for a minute, you know, it was a short-lived romance, the candle burned real quick, but, you know, it was fucking passionate, man.
Who was I almost gonna say? I was almost gonna say someone silly, but I can't remember now. Because that and Landline were about the two only romances I read this year. I guess maybe the Winter, the last book in the Lunar Chronicles.
Oh, yeah.
Had a romance involved, but...
I guess really any of those books.
Yeah, but the only one I read this year was Winter.
Oh, right. That's right.
Anyway. Last question. Biggest heartbreaker, the book that broke your heart.
I said The Road by Cormac McCarthy because holy shit, was that soul crushing?
Oh yeah, that was soul crushing.
Oof.
Oh.
Goddamn.
And I said The Shock of the Fall by Nathan Filer because this book made me ugly cry. Ugly cry.
Oh man.
Bad. Yeah, but that was it.
Yeah, those
were our book superlatives for 2016.
Yes.
Yeah, I like this tag though. It's
This
fun.
is a really fun tag. Yeah, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Good job, Olive. I like your tag.
Even though Megan is opposed to any question involving cute couples.
I don't know why, but every time I see those questions, I'm like, fuck, man. Probably because I don't read a lot of books with couples in them. So anytime I get to those questions, I'm like, well, shit, I don't know. Like, Dennis Nedry and the Dilophosaurus. Fuck, man.
Yeah, I don't read a lot of romances. I used to. Man, when I was a teenager, I read tons of romances.
All the romances.
I was also a horny virgin, and that was like porn for me.
Oh, so, right. That makes sense.
You know.
I get that.
I didn't have internet access.
Can't just Google some porn.
I didn't have the internet in my pocket like we do these days.
Fancy technology.
Alright, anyway. Oh yeah, the beer.
The beer.
Still good. I still like it.
Yeah.
It's just a great, standard porter. It says it has, let's see, bridges the gap between malty brown ales and heavily roasted stouts. Notes of chocolate, coffee, and roasted barley are offset with just a slight hop bitterness.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not very bitter, I don't think.
I don't
not
think so
much
either.
at all. And I can definitely taste like a chocolatey flavor.
Yeah, I can really taste like the roasty. It's really good.
Yeah, I like it.
Me too. It's delicious.
10 out of 10. Alright, so that's going to be it for us today.
Yeah, so if you're not already subscribed to the restricted section, do it.
And there'll be links below where you can find us other places on the internet as well.
Yes, and we will see you next time.
See ya, well, it's probably already next year. I was going to say see you next year, but this is probably going up on like the 2nd.
Yeah.
No, the 1st.
So happy New Year.
1st or 2nd. Happy New Year!
Woo!
Bye!
Bye!